It's the queen from Queens with the money when it matters for you and I.
Hey guys, it's your girl Paula, the queen from Queens. I want to thank P. Scott Productions for making this incredible theme song. It's the queen from Queens. I love you guys. And as you all know, I am hosting my first financial empowerment conference on February 20th, 2021. We're going to teach you how to get a bigger piece of the pie. Have you seen my video? Have you heard? No. Have you heard? If you haven't, check this out.
It's the queen from Queens with the...
Have you heard?
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 Are you financially hungry? February 20th, 2021, we're hosting a free financial empowerment seminar. We're going to teach you how to get your piece of the money pie.
¿Has oído?
¿Has oído?
Hosted by Robert's Target's Financials.
Tell me, how did you love that infomercial or social media commercial? I don't know how we're going to place it, but my backstage team is awesome. These ladies have been working diligently. They're working to ensure that you have an amazing conference. So not just in front of the camera will you see some fantastic presenters. Behind the scenes, these ladies have been working hard for this conference to ensure that it's action-packed. Everything is running well. Technology, social media, construction, the book, everything's going to be in place. So I want you guys to sign up today. All you have to do is go on eventbrite.com and type in how to get a bigger piece of the pie. Type that in and you'll be set to go. Register, answer a few questions. How old are you? What region are you calling from? What are your goals? What do you want to get from this conference? We're here to empower you. It's free, because you and we're accountability buddies. We're going to walk from being in debt to being debt-free, to maximizing your financial future, including building your wealth. So this is an unusual show for me. In this show, we're going to revisit some of the people who called in 2021 and see where they are now. We have some dynamic women calling into the show. We're discussing student loan debt. We're discussing entrepreneurship. We're discussing, did the forbearance work or was it some kind of trick behind it? And then there was a couple who called into the show. They're from New Jersey. They called into the show because they weren't working together as husband and wife. So now let's see if they started budgeting and working together and achieving their goals. This is our show. Let's get it started. I'm the queen from Queens.
The money when it matters for you and I.
We have Helena back on the show. Hey, Helena.
Hey, Paula.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. Happy 2021.
Thank you. Happy 2021 to you also.
So let me recall, on the previous show, you said you were a nurse and you created your own hand lotions and people started liking them and you were considering going into that business to do hand lotion development. What's your callback? What are you going to tell us?
From that point forward, I decided that is what I wanted to do. It took me some time to kind of commit to that idea and be okay with the possibility of it going in ways that I can't expect. And once I got myself on that track, and actually after that session, it even were some people that came up to me that heard me from the show were like, "Where do you have your hand lotions? Like, I'm ready to get them." And that was actually inspiring to me. Like, wow, once you put something out in the universe, you hope it sticks, and sometimes it takes people like that to just inspire you, and that kind of sparked me to get started. And so I did.
I love that. Okay, so what did you do? I mean, it's not easy, right? Because once you decide you're going to do something, did you have to make a lot of purchases? Did you have to make a lot of investments? Was a lot of time?
Once I decided that is what I wanted to do, I think that the hardest part was deciding to act on it. So for me, like I can be creative sometimes. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. The idea, coming up with the idea was fun and simple. But I think the most difficult part for me was actually putting action into it, actually going out and getting the stuff, actually sitting down and preparing it, and actually like taking the risk of putting it out there and seeing what happens. I think that was the more challenging part.
So what kind of containers did you put it in? Did you purchase them somewhere? Did you create your own containers? Did you develop or design something?
The containers that I've got were ones from Amazon, and I wanted to be containers that I preferred for myself, because I kind of thought about the vision of what I would like, and so I wanted to be something small, something convenient that you can clip on to your badge, your bag, or anywhere that you wanted it to have easy access to. And also, it being a pandemic and everything, I also wanted to be cautious of how they would use it without contaminating it. So those are certain things that I had to think about when choosing the container.
Okay, so tell me, did they sell?
They sold. I actually don't have any more. I don't.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
wow.
I even got to one point where I had to, because when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm going to start it with 10, 20 containers, and we'll see what happens. And then I was like, I found myself ordering some more from Amazon and kind of catching up with the requests that I had. So it was great. I mean, it was definitely more than what I expected.
Okay. So scale-wise, your investment, was it a large investment? Was it a huge time investment? Who were your customers? How did you market yourself and your product?
So scale-wise, that's one thing I also had to learn throughout the process, because this was my first time ever creating something myself and selling it. So I had to get into an idea of, okay, what am I selling? What am I investing? How much am I putting in? So I created a drive to kind of help organize my mind around that, which is also a humbling process, because it led me to think in ways that I normally don't think of doing, or things that we normally don't think when we're not doing something of our own business. So that was nice exposure. And then the audience, or the people that I sold it to, were mostly people like me who are out still working, still getting their hands dirty, still constantly washing their hands. So it was me, it was nurses, it was techs, it was just anyone who was out there working and getting their hands, constantly washed and dried. So that's kind of who were interested in my products.
Clear, if you stay invested, if you continue to work hard, millionaire status will be nothing for you.
Yeah.
My question to you is, what are you willing to sacrifice to make your millionaire dream come true?
That's a good question. That's something I was also thinking about just going into this year overall, but specifically to this concept, I am willing to sacrifice my time. I'm willing to sacrifice taking risks. I think that's the biggest part for me, is taking risks and putting what I believe in out there and putting my true commitment to it. And that's something that I was kind of in the moment of while creating these products, was truly investing in every bottle that I was making, truly testing it 5-10 times, asking my sister, my mom, how does this feel? How does this smell? How do you, just kind of really putting all of it into it, just so you put your best foot forward and kind of invest all of you in it.
Yes. Well, I'm proud of you. So when you call back my show in 2022, I want to hear about your greatness, okay?
Yes, and I look forward to sharing it.
Well, thank you, Helena.
Thank you for having me on here.
Thank you. We have Sabrine from New Jersey back on the line. Hey, Sabrine.
Hey, Miss Paula, the queen from Queens. What's going on?
I'm good. How are you, my friend? Happy New Year.
Oh, man, it's good to hear your voice. I've been listening to your show for a while now.
Okay.
I think we talked back in the very beginning, March or April or so. So it's good to hear everything is still going on. It's stronger than ever. I love what you guys are doing there.
Well, this is my passion, very honestly, Sabrine. I want to empower people to control their money and to control your debt, get out of debt, control your money, build wealth. So that's my passion.
Yeah, yep.
So talk to me, Sabrine. Last time you called, you were a little upset because your husband had either spent some money or created an account or something you weren't aware of. So,
yeah, I think when I last talked to you, we were talking about the fact that last Christmas, seemed like ages ago, 2019, got a beautiful gift from my husband, some jewelry, and I was just so ecstatic about it. And then a couple months later, I happened to open up an envelope with his name on it, because normally I get all the bills and everything, but it was, I opened it. And anyway, it was a bill, like, for this gift, and it was a credit card bill, and it was really, really frustrating because we had specifically talked about the importance of ending all of our debt.
So what did you do to fix all this?
Well, first thing I did is I had him cut up the credit card. That's the first thing.
Yes.
He was happy to do. He said he hadn't planned on using it for anything else, but we know how dangerous it can be just having access to those cards. So had him cut it up. And then the next thing I did, I was listening to a program that you had talked about the 3-box system, which I thought was interesting. That's what I did. I just made a couple of boxes, 3 boxes actually. One, I think you said it was for oops. I put oops on it. I put investments, which to me is savings and investments. And then the third was donations. And that was really important to me too, because I really, really try to make sure I tithe, properly to my church, and as well as any other efforts the church or community organizations have to help rebuild, our infrastructure, our systems. And so that's what I did. I got these 3 boxes and start putting $35 a piece in each one every week.
Okay. And did you finish?
Yeah. Well, at first, it was just really interesting because at first I was stressing out over making sure I had exactly $35 and, I need to break this 10 for the 5 or this 20 for the 10. And then I realized it was becoming a little bit more work for me than I wanted. So I was like, you know what, loosen up a little bit. And so then I made sure that I had the proper amount in based on the system. So yeah, it turned out really, really well. I did it consistently all the way up through the year, up until December.
Yes. So you and your husband really work together.
But what was even cooler was when I opened the boxes. Oh my God, it was like Christmas for real. And I was like, I put all of this money in here. So yeah, I called my friends, I called my family. I was like, guess how much money I got? It was like, it was close to $6,000.
Yes, ma'am.
All 3 boxes.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, that was really, really nice. Exciting. It's so exciting. It's so empowering.
Because it takes a lot of discipline. So my question of the day has been, what's your New Year's resolution and what are you willing to sacrifice? But you've made the ultimate sacrifice because you created a new habit. So tell me this, Miss Sabrine, what will be your new goal for 2021?
You know what? Today is, beginning of January, a couple days into January, and I've already put money in the boxes for 2020, 2021. It was so powerful and impactful for me in spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way. So I'm just excited to resume that. Really, really, really looking forward to going on vacation and looking to do that end of the summer to a beautiful, beautiful island somewhere. And I'm going to use some of that money that I put aside. So I'm excited about that.
Well, maybe you'll create a different box because you don't need another oops box because you already have $2,000 sitting in there. Why don't you create a vacation fund box?
Yeah.
Yeah, spending money.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. And the other thing that I've found so powerful is when I shared with my family what had happened and how the beginning of the year started with just frustration, not just because of what was going on from a pandemic standpoint, but financially feeling like my husband and I were going backwards with all the work we were doing. I was able to show them how empowering it was to pull together a system that really worked for us. And the other thing it did, quite honestly, is it allowed me to address with them some of the generational curses, some of the generational curses around budgeting and lack mindset and delayed gratification, all that kind of stuff. So that was really cool. That we were able to talk about that kind of stuff. So I've got some other people that want to do the same thing.
So now you can leave it. You don't need me. I'm going to leave you to do that. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you've given to me, and I want to give it to others as well.
We are reading this book, SUZE Orman's The Ultimate Retirement Guide for 50 Plus. I think I read this book either in 2019 or in the beginning of 2020 before COVID. I love SUZE Orman. I want to be a SUZE Orman, so I'm excited to read this. I've been following her for more than 10 years. I think when I was in college, I was following the SUZE Orman show. So in the Ultimate Retirement Guide, when we read chapter 1, it says the ultimate retirement starts here. Chapter 2, Family Ties, how to help the ones you love without hurting your retirement. She says, the first step in building a secure retirement is to make sure that your heart is not making all the financial decisions. When it comes to your family, your heart is always engaged. She says, living at home can be such a smart move for young adults who are juggling new careers that may not yet pay well, repaying student loans, and in no rush to dive into the expensive rental market. That requires treating an adult child as an adult. If they live with you, they must contribute to household costs. Asking them to participate as an adult is helping them to become an adult. She goes on to say, the moves to make to help the ones you love without hurting your retirement. As I've always said, retirement does not come with a scholarship. We have to prepare for our retirement as soon as we start working. If you're 20, start at 20. If you start at 30, start at 30. The more you're in a position to let compound interest build your nest egg. So, the moves to make to help the ones you love without hurting your retirement. Your kids and grandkids. 1, build a healthy money relationship with adult children. Resist co-signing for loans. I don't co-sign. Remember, a person needs a co-signer because the banks don't trust them. What does that say? That says if they don't have a good credit rating, if they can't get the loan on their own, then it may tarnish your credit. It's not worth it. If they can't get the loan, then they need to improve their condition before they can get whatever they want to purchase. 3, help build a financially healthy environment for your grandchildren. 4, carefully consider the true cost of becoming a full-time caregiver. 5, be paid for your caregiving. 6, set a spending limit. And then she goes on to discuss different facets of those bullet points. Build a healthy money relationship with your children. Home rules, rent, a car, health insurance, student loans, resist co-signing loans. Help build a financially healthy environment for your grandchildren. This is important. As always, she says, build an 8-month emergency fund. In addition, save 15% of your salary towards retirement. And she says there are no loans for retirement. She said something that's really cool. She said, "It is my belief that every child should learn from the earliest possible age the 3-bucket system: spend, save, share. Every child should have the freedom to spend a portion of a cash gift of anything they want, on anything they want, with no judgment from the parents or grandparents. A portion should be saved, and every child should be encouraged to share a portion of their financial gifts with others. Instilling charity as a part of their life from a very young age is in itself a priceless gift." That's what I spoke about last year. Remember the 2020 Take Control of Your Money? It was the 3-box system. Oops, savings. So instead of spending a credit card when you have an emergency, take the cash, use the cash, put it back. Then we talked about being a blessing to others. So you have money that you can share. And at the time in COVID, as you learned from the caller, people need our help, and you have this money to give. The 3rd box was investing in your financial future. If you want to buy stocks, if you want to buy mutual funds, if you want to invest in the students' academic achievements or invest in someone else in their ability to do karate, you can do that because you have the money to share. So just like Susie said, spend, share, save. I also said, oops, save, retirement, invest. I love you. Let's get back to the show. We have Miss Jacqueline from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you now?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Welcome in 2021. Woo!
Yes.
So last time we talked, we were talking about a loan forbearance for your home, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So catch me up. What's going on with you, girl?
Well, we went ahead and did the loan forbearance. I was excited about doing it, to be honest with you, because I thought if I could use the funds to do something else, then this could really, really work in our favor. And it did. At the end, though, I thought it was a little tricky. They said that I had to take out a second mortgage. They sent me paperwork that we needed to do, but it worked out fine. We completed the paperwork and sent it in, and everything just kind of went perfectly together. It aligned, believe it or not.
Did you have to take a second mortgage out to pay it back?
The way it said it's like a lien. Mm-hmm. And the company sent us the paperwork that we needed to complete. And then they put that funds. And it's somehow attached to the end of the house. If you sell the house, then you would pay off both.
Yeah, and that makes sense, right? Because either you pay it back immediately, you pay it back over the next couple of years, or they tack it to the end of your mortgage. And saying it's a lien, your mortgage is a lien anyway. So so it's extended it by 3 or 4 months. Okay, so good. So you were able to do some things successfully with the forbearance and created a savings, or what did we do?
Absolutely. It worked immensely. We had some credit card debt, and thank you for your advice. We were able to pay off those debt. I feel so over the top. I'm not even sure what the right words are to say. I even saw my credit score jumped 63 points.
Okay.
I kid you not.
Okay.
So it was a double plus for us.
Okay. Were you able to create any savings, Miss Jacqueline?
We did. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I want to tell the world, but I was really able to bless some folks over the holidays. And I was so surprised of what I was able to do. I keep saying, how could we have done this? It's amazing how much we saved from not driving to work or buying a cup of coffee or having lunch every other day or whatever it is, I keep trying to figure out what was I doing with my money.
So when you say you bless someone, did you give your money away? Were you buying big elaborate gifts? What do you mean you bless someone?
I had a cousin that has been, experiencing some challenges, and I was able to send her a check. And I have some family in Jamaica and friends that I was, able to bless with something for Christmas. My godmom and other people that are family, extended family, but with all that's going on, a lot of the hotels are closed. Even the people who work are experiencing challenges. So I was really able to help us. Thank goodness for COVID. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I love that. I love that fact that because you weren't spending, you were saving, people who needed your help, you were able to help them. You're bringing tears to my eyes. I love that.
Thank you.
So you've accomplished that. So my question of the day is, people create New Year's resolutions. And my thought process is, let's create goals, complete goals, build on new goals. What is a goal that you're going to set for 2021?
For 2021, I really want to get my food handler's permit. And so I have the book, and I really need to start reading and get myself ready to take whatever examination I can take. I had been doing little things on Fridays, maybe every other Friday, and I saw that there was a need. Like, people really came out in support. There were people that told me, it's like, girl, you need to charge more. I'm like, what?
When you say little things, what were you doing on Fridays?
I was cooking. So I would have a couple different things on the menu that I would cook, and I would post it on Facebook and say, or word of mouth, say, this Friday I'm gonna have escovitch fish, rice and peas, vegetables, ackee and saltfish, fried dumpling, and plantains.
I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you very much.
I look forward to hearing from you this time next year. We're going to do a Tri-Peat show, and you're going to tell me where your new business is going.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'm looking forward to it.
Happy New Year to you, Miss Jacqueline. We have Stacy back on our line. Hey, Stacy.
Hey, Paula. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great.
Good. Happy 2021.
Yes, happy 2021 to you as well.
Thank you. What's up? What's going on with you?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I made my goal. I was able to pay off one of my student loans by the new year. So we're 1/3 out of debt, so we're almost there.
So what is this debt? So you had student loan debt of how much?
Yeah, so I had student loan debt of about $62,000 to $65,000, and each year I was paying about $6,000 of interest. And when we went over the numbers, going off of what I was paying, I believe, $1,000 a month. So when we did, the math, I realized that if I was going on that plan, I would be paying double what my loan was. Instead of paying, the $60,000, I would be paying about $130,000. So that really woke me up, and I realized that I actually do want that extra $60,000 in my account. So I should be really aggressive in paying off my student loan. So I got really, really aggressive, and thankfully I was able to pay off $20,000.
Ooh, good girl. How did you feel when you did it?
Well, it was a lot of overtime, definitely. So I'm an RN, so thankfully I was able to pick up some bonuses when the pandemic was really, at its highest point. So I was able to, if you picked up one extra shift, it'd be an additional, a couple, 200, 300, 400 on your added bonus or added paycheck. So that really helped. I also rotate. Sometimes I work during the day. Other times I work during the night. So that differential from night shift to, day shift was also very helpful. So I picked up more night shifts. I thankfully have great training that I'm able to float around throughout the hospital. So I was able to not only pick up shifts on my unit, I was able to pick up shifts on 2 additional units. I was able to float to the ICUs to help out. So it was just, a lot of opportunities to get money. And then I also didn't really go out as much. I am a girl that loves to brunch. I'm a girl that loves to go to nice restaurants. So thankfully things were closed, but I was able to save money by not going to those places. Even though I did fall short, I ordered on Uber Eats a couple times. So that was a little bit bad. But, and then what else? I also am a girl that loves to shop. So I clustered my shopping. I took advantage of the Black Friday sales just to get some winter attire. So that also kind of helped me save money instead of buying summer clothes and spring and fall clothes.
I am so proud of you, Stacy. Man, that's incredible. Now, if I remember correctly, you screamed at me that when I told you to pay off your student loan debt, and you told me no.
I mean, it was a bit shocking.
Yeah, it is.
But now
it is. So, okay, I have a question for you. What are you willing to sacrifice to become debt-free? This is a new year, resolutions. Resolutions don't work for many people because they don't stick to it. They don't carve out the time, the energy. They say they're going to lose weight, but then they have to have that one piece of cake. They don't give up the sugar. They have the ice cream because I'm a Haagen-Dazs lover and I got some weight I need to lose. But what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your dreams?
I am willing to sacrifice my comfort. Not to say I will put myself in harm's way or anything like that, but I am aggressively looking to move on to a better career opportunity, one that'll pay me about twice as much as I'm getting now. So I really, really like my little comfort zone, but I think it's time to step out and try new things. So I think I'm just gonna kind of give up what I know and just really throw myself out there and just kind of grow my adaptability and really know myself as a nurse.
Wow. So you're giving up the known for the unknown and you're going to seek out new opportunities that are going to pay you twice as much. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to lose? If you do it, what will you lose?
If I do it, I don't know. I don't think I would lose anything. I love my apartment, so I guess I would be leaving such a great area, but I don't see myself losing anything. I think I've outgrown my unit that I'm at, currently work at, so I think, I don't really see myself losing anything.
And you know, the thing is, people are afraid to step out. We're afraid to fail. And people don't recognize that fail doesn't equal failure. And you're not going to fail. I'm proud of you, Stacy. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. It was your guidance and your help. You really, really motivated me to get my life together and start getting out of debt, because how am I going to build generational wealth if I'm still stuck in debt?
My girl. So I hope you're going to attend my conference, February 20th, 2021, a free financial empowerment conference. It's built for people like you.
Oh, definitely. I know the link goes live on Monday, so I will be one of the first to sign up.
You go, girl. Thank you so much for calling. I'll talk to you again in 2022.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
This is a great show. I am so happy to be here. I love hearing that people put a plan into action and it worked out. But if it doesn't work out, Failing is not a failure. It's like driving to Arizona in your car. You drive, you get a flat tire. You stop, you fix the flat tire, you keep on going. 300 miles later, you get another flat tire. You stop, you fix the tire, you keep going. The tire fails, but the trip isn't a failure. It's something that occurs. You keep moving. Most millionaires have encountered 10 to 20 different businesses before they made it a success. We are on the road to success. We're on the road from being out of debt to managing our money to building our wealth. This is what we give to our children's children because we're blessed to bless them. This show is primarily sponsored by EAJ1023radio.com. Do not forget, go to the website Eventbrite, type in our event. Remember, February 20th, 2021, we are hosting a free financial conference. Seating is limited because you all know Zoom. But the show is going to be packed with intelligent, brilliant CEOs, CFOs, businessmen, professional athletes, a humorist, a vocalist. We are going to empower you to prosper. 2021 is our time. It's our year. Remember, faith conquers fear. If you're afraid, do it anyway. As Oprah says, I can, I will, watch me. Keep listening to my show on the One Man, One Mic show with Mr. Eddie OJ every Saturday at 5 p.m. I love you. See you at the conference. It's the Queen from Queens.
With the money when it matters for you and I. It's the Queen from Queens with the money when it matters for you and me.
Roberts Targets Financial is not a certified professional service of finances, brokers, accountants, taxes, insurance, or legal. We research the advice that is given to provide the most accurate, up-to-date information. This information is designed to work in conjunction with your information. All information is suggestions. We recommend that you consult with a trusted licensed professional for your specific decisions. All information is for general purposes. We are not liable for any losses or gains. We accept no responsibility for any decisions made after participating on or from listening to the show or from Roberts Targets Financial. If you like this episode, hit the subscribe button.